It's good to see you, Coach Inglis. I'm glad you're settling in, buddy.
Yeah, what's going on, Tom?
Hey, just real quick, kind of tell us about your personnel, what you like in the back end there, cornerback.
Well, I got a veteran guys, played a lot of ball. And so, these kids have done a great job, both Trice and Mackey, of listening and really trying to do what I'm asking them to do. They have not balked at the volume of work because, some days we've had 3 corners total and we've had to put a safety out there or whatever. So what I like about them is they're getting better every day. They don't complain. They work hard and they're talented. And they played a lot of ball, which makes my job easier because they can relate to what I'm saying.
Hey, talk about Corey Trice. He looks like he's going to be the bellwether back there for you.
Yeah, he should be. He's a long guy who's got quickness and runs good and got good instincts. He's smart. So I'm really happy with him so far. I mean, really, we just got to keep refining his technique, keep refining his, his football intelligence, and just keep growing his toughness and all that stuff. But other than that, I'm real happy. I think he has some real tools. I think he's talented.
What about Dedrick Mackey?
Well, Mackey he's like the old man of the group. I mean, he's been out there and played a lot of ball. He can tell you what's going on. They try to run the trick play on him. He sniffs the trick play out. He's tough. Mackey's a little tougher than I thought. I didn't realize Mackey's got some toughness to him now. So he'll get in there and he'll fight. We play press and he plays, physical at the line of scrimmage and at the top of route. So, both those kids right now, like I mentioned before, I'm very, very pleased with both of them.
Who's been your third cornerback with Giovanni Howard out?
Well, we're working. We got some youth that's coming along. We just gotta, we got Anthony Rump, and he's getting a lot of reps. He's talented. He's got good feet, and he is competitive. But he's young. He's a freshman, and as you know, they're less than a freshman because no spring ball, last year because of last year. So they lost some development there, no summer. But I like Rump. He's talented. I think he'll compete.
Tell us a little bit about your style, what type of a coach you are. Just sort of give fans an idea of maybe what to expect from you stylistically and what you expect from your cornerbacks. Is that Tom asking that? Yeah. I'm the same one you always. Aggressive, aggressive. I want aggressive, fearless guys who aren't afraid to play and aren't afraid to make a play and aren't afraid to have success. And if they fail, they got short memories, not in terms of how they failed, but in terms of the act of failure. Because, again, that's temporary, right? We know to treat those two imposters just the same, as Kipling said. So the deal is I'm the same. I'm aggressive. I want my players to know I care about them. I got their back. But I also want them to know I'm going to coach them as hard as I can for as long as I can, as long as we're together. And I expect them to be really good. I expect them to be great players. If I coach them, I expect them to be great players. So, that's the kind of coach you're getting. And you coached with Jeff, I believe, in 2008 at Louisville. That's your one nexus, your one, I guess, overlap with Jeff and connection to this job at Purdue? Yep. Jeff and I coached together. He was the OC and I was the DC. And talk about how this job came about, when you got called, and what really interested you about coming to Purdue. Well, Jeff and I had kept in some kind of communication. The last couple of years, we had been in communication. And then, I always respected him because I think he's a really good football coach and a really good person. And, I used to hang out with Greg and talk to Jeff a lot. And so I knew that Jeff was the type of guy that I would get along with. He loves ball. He's got some toughness. He's smart. He's got some poise. And he's going to run a program the right way. So, when the opportunity arose, I was excited about it and happy to come. Hey, lastly, Coach English,
Who have been some of your bigger influences as far as coaches go on your career? Who's really impacted you the most and shaped you?
Oh my gosh, it's been so many. It can start from it can start from high school basketball. I had a guy named Larry Armstrong who played for the Lakers at one time, was the leading free throw shooter in Arizona State history, was my basketball coach, outstanding coach. And I went to college and ended up, Phil Snow was my position coach, got recruited by Rod Marinelli, who, I think you guys remember Rod from Detroit and all over the NFL. And then Bruce Snyder was my head coach in college, one of the great teachers that I've ever been around. And I worked for him at Arizona State, and so the list goes on and on. Obviously, Lloyd Carr at Michigan, Hall of Famer there. And there's some guys who shaped me as a defensive coordinator. Steve Zabo, Steve was a grumpy old dude, but he taught me how to be a defensive coordinator, and it was a blessing that Lloyd brought him in to work with me and to kind of help train me in that way. So I've just been blessed and fortunate to have many, many guys in my career that I've learned a lot of ball from. And not only that, but how to be a man and how to be a person and how to coach kids and how to train them and how to be a good teacher.
Thank you, Ron.
All right, you guys take care.
No, we got one more.
Oh.
Mike Carmen with the Journal and Courier.
Okay.
Hi, nice to meet you with the local newspaper.
How you doing?
Good. You're also working with the safeties right now. Could you just kind of give us an update of how I know you got 2 projected starters out, but how's that group coming along and who stood out there for you?
They're all doing good. Sanusi's doing good. Zane is doing good. Green is doing good. EB is doing good. Ball, he's doing a good job back there. So right now, we're just working and trying to develop these guys into being the very best they can be. And then I told the kids after the scrimmage that right now we got to develop some depth. And we know those 2 guys who are out are good football players. I watched them play. They're good football players. They're going to get better because they still have a ways to go because they're young, but they're going to be good players. And then so it's our jobs to continue to develop the guys that are practicing right now and get them to give us quality depth and give us snaps. Give us snaps.
You talked about, you have an aggressive approach. Where do you want your cornerbacks to be aggressive?
Well, there are times technically they can be aggressive. I think that the mark of a corner is the toughness of a corner is he, does he have enough toughness to execute technique once he's maybe beaten, or if he's not quite sure of himself, or some of those things. But obviously, aggressiveness shows in block destruction. It shows in hand placement. It shows in decision making. So, there are a lot of areas where a corner can be aggressive.
All righty. Thank you very much.
Yep.
Okay. We'll be back with the corners here in just one second.